Hej, co się dzieje?
He's being so annoying.
What's happening?
He's just like, okay, can I have a dog or something?
Ça va, Stromae? Ça va. T'es un peu fatigué ou quoi? Ouais. Je suis un grand fan. Hein. Merci beaucoup. Je tenais à te le dire.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. How's everyone? How's trading going? Great, I am pretty good. Should have started a little earlier, but had a problem with Wi-Fi with my wireless. Took me some time to fix it. We're all good. Do we have any trades right now? Okay, I'll be right back in just 2 minutes, and we're gonna start do some analysis, see what we have today. Okay, I'm back. Let's take a look. First thing is EURUSD rejecting for our support, but it's also at the other 4-hour resistance. So I'm gonna wait either of these. If we do break above or below, I think we're gonna have a nice chance to enter. But first we need a breakout. So this is in between two zones. It's ranging right now, so we're gonna wait. EJ also is coming at this 4-hour support. We might see a breakout maybe, even though I think it might reject first, even though yesterday we didn't have a retest, so this can be a rejection possible. We just missed UJ. Where? I don't think we missed UJ. Oh, maybe you were thinking on the 1-hour? Yeah, small breakout. I wouldn't take it either. Anyway, even if I would see this before. Breakout is too weak. USD Cad couldn't break above, went all the way down. It has created this massive consolidation box, and I'm thinking that this might be the last retest here, and price should continue all the way down. That's what I'm thinking. But the thing is, there are too many zones in between. There are too many zones in between. The previous daily candle closed pretty bearish. This one I think can be another retest, and I think continuation to a downside. I didn't watch the 4-hour, let me see. Yeah, let me see the okay. USD Cad. I took a sell on USD Cad. I took a sell on USD Cad. My stop loss is going to be 15 pips. I'm going to put it based on the 4-hour. So this is the breakout candle, and my stop loss is going to be above the breakout candle. Well, that means it should be a little bigger than 15 pips, but I think there is no need and I'm gonna expect the price to continue down based on this breakout here. And this should be the retest, and after that continuation to the downside. So let's wait and see. Wait and see. As long as it stays below this, I think we're going to be able to drop to the downside. Once it does close or go above this resistance and close above, then we have the chance to manage it and think if you want to close before. Or close at break even or anything, but for now we're not going to talk about how we're going to close the trade in a loss, but we're going to talk how we're going to close in a profit, because there is nothing that shows me that price is going to continue up. This is the first target that Usd Cad needs at least to come to. Then after that, maybe another break to the downside. So let's wait and see. Trade is active now. Okay, now I can take a look at your charts. Give me a second. What are your thoughts on these zones? Good. I think they are good. Not bad. Looks good if it does, but already looks like this zone was pretty strong, and we had this breakout and this retest, even though we had another one here which looks also that closed above but a little bit weak. I think we might have that continuation even without a retest of this zone. We'll see what happens. EU was from yesterday. EU was from yesterday and it was pretty nice trade. Didn't take anything after it. Gbp Canadian dollar. Good. It looks good. Looks good. A Mexican, no problem. Why should there be a problem? Welcome to my channel. Okay, GBP US dollar, 1 hour waiting for a break and retest. I think we have to look a little further left and see what we have. That would be a good idea. If that resistance is legit. I think, yeah, we had a few rejections from this level. If we do close above, nice range to the upside, we can continue. What happened with GJ? Yeah, GJ can give us a good trade. I think this will pull back on a daily, and we should fly to the upside all day long. It's just gonna take some time, maybe. Yeah, we need a 4-hour breakout here. Once it does break, there's no stop for GJ. It's gonna be a very good move. Let's go Usd Cad. This 4 hours should go bearish. This level is pretty good. See, we are having a lot of rejections. We had this breakout, this retest. See how good it did respect this level. Then we had this big bullish candle, went all the way up, got rejected again. This is daily resistance, very strong. It hasn't been able to break this for a few days. Then we have another drop all the way down, got rejected. Then we had this big bearish candle closing below, and I think this should be the retest, and we should continue down after breaking this too. Another breakout, another retest, and continuation. But we'll see. Can I share gold analysis? Yeah, you can, of course. "20 minutes left on the clock to see what's going to happen with USD Cad. As long as it stays below, we are in. Once it does close above, then things going to change. Okay, it looks like we had a break on NZD/USD. How did we miss this? When did this happen? Clean break and retest, continuation. Second retest. Looks like this wasn't a 4-hour. Yeah. So here it comes. So we can have a trade here too. I don't want to enter now because that wouldn't be the way we trade, but we can use the method when we miss a retest. And what's that? That is if price now goes and comes all the way up, closes above here, then a small pullback and continuation all the way up. That's going to be, and this would close bullish. That would be a strong confirmation for price to continue up. So we're going to wait for this candle. If it manages to close above this, then we have a trade there too. And we have then 2 rejections from this support after breaking this consolidation box, so it's going to be a very good trade, I think. And maybe you can have a good move finally from NZD/USD. See what UCAD's gonna do. Okay, I forgot to check Gbp Cad because I saw you guys talking about it. Gbp Cad. Okay, let's take a look at the 4 hour. Yeah, the 4 hour looks good too. If it does close above, this can be a very nice trade. We'll wait for that too. Looks like Euro USD is also sitting at this support. Maybe we'll have a break on the next hour. We're gonna wait for that too. Looks like there's plenty of options today. Yeah, EA it's not for trading right now. Yesterday it was clean, but after that big move we had a huge drop. Let's see. Good signs from USD Cad now, having a rejection. If it's gonna close like this, next hour should push down then. Andres, hello. Looks like you came late because I'm here for half an hour now. How long do you here? Do you enter USD Cad at resistance level or wait for bearish confirmation at level first? If you're new here, welcome, and I'd suggest you to watch the previous webinars and see what we do. Because what we do is we wait for the breakout and we enter on the retest. The breakout is our confirmation. On the retest we don't wait for any more confirmations. But you can do that if you want. You can wait for confirmation, but most of the time you're gonna end up missing at least half of the move. Also, I didn't mention before, it's not a classic breaking a retest like we want to when we want to enter on the momentum like we did yesterday on EA, because this came after a few hours. So we had this small close below, but this was a weak breakout, so it wouldn't be a good confirmation for us. Then price pushed down and we had this big bearish candle closing below, which was the perfect breakout. Then we didn't have a retest right away. The retest took some time. The daily closed, then the daily came, and I think this should be also the daily retest, also the 4-hour retest. If you go on the 4-hour, you can see it. We didn't have a retest before, and this price did respect this zone every time, so I'm expecting the same now. You can see the daily 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 daily candles couldn't break this daily resistance. Even though we had this huge bullish candle yesterday or 2 days ago, yesterday price came all the way up, all the way down, and somehow recovered all this bullish move. I think this should be just a small pullback, and we should continue down. Even though I'm not going to expect a 100 pip move, 15-20 pip is going to be enough for me. Swiss franc, Japanese yen. So you took sells here. I don't know why. I guess you just went with momentum. Not a classic break and retest, but if you caught this, nice. I guess you took it based on this zone here. But I would need more explanation on this chart, because I don't know why you took it or what was the reason. Beto, yeah, Aussie dollar looks good too. It does look good too. Let me take a look. Yeah, we are already, rejected 3 times until now from this level, so we might see a good move if we do break above. And this looks like it was only a fake out. Why? Because all the other rejections were at the same level, and you only have this one candle that tried to break above, then came back and closed back in the range, still couldn't break, made a retest, continuation. So this was a classic fake out setup. See, Usd Cad is pushing. We have another 6 minutes. So in 6 minutes, I don't see this going all the way down, even though it can happen. But probably we're gonna have a fake out here or a break of this resistance, which means we're gonna try to exit when price comes for a retest, and that would mean to close at break even. Unless next hour just makes a straight push to the upside, that's then different. Five minutes left. Sometimes we need to take losses too, so we can take some examples. what we should do in these cases. Yeah, like I said, if USD Cad closes above, then we can either cut losses short, or we can wait for a small pullback so we can exit on at break even, or take a 2-3 pips loss. But we'll see. Even though I still think that this is going to continue down, as if it doesn't, go above the previous breakout candle, it still should continue down. But if the 1 hour closes above, I think I shouldn't stay on the trade until it gives me another confirmation. So let's say this candle closes above like this. That would be a break above resistance. And then I can't hold sells when I know that I have a break, even though the 4 hour is still open. So I can exit at a small loss, or maybe wait for price to come at break even and close. But then I could enter again. Let's say this closes like this, next one comes and closes below again, then we can take the retest again there. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Three minutes left. This is going to be probably a break to the upside. So what we can do here is you can take a 5 pip loss here, because when the next candle opens, you might have a straight push to the upside. So just close before, because it's 2 minutes and there's no hopes that price now can come and reject all the way down. I'm taking the loss here, taking a loss of 5 pips here. Yeah, it looks like CAD is very weak right now, but I see this during the day to drop again. We'll see. I can be wrong, of course, but daily doesn't show that price can continue up. Anything can happen. Maybe something will change. But we'll see. Because it's breaking up now. This was a loss. 5 pips loss. We'll wait for it again, because if it happens what I'm expecting, next candle comes and pushes down, I may look for sells again. But I'm not gonna look for buys here. I'm not gonna look for buys on USD Cad unless the 4 hour breaks. That would be a different thing. But unless this 4 hours still open and stays around here, then still chances of continuation to the downside. So I'm just gonna have to wait. What about Geo? Did it break out? No. Just had a rejection. Looks like EJ is right at support here. And it looks like we had a good break and retest. EA is too messy. We have support right away, so not gonna look at anything on EA. Usd Cad can probably, reject after making the retest here, but still gonna go based on the 4 hour. So we'll have to wait and see. If this would come all the way down, closing below, that would be a very strong confirmation for me. So if you didn't close USD Cad earlier, like I said, even when it's a fake out, this is a perfect example. Price broke above, coming for retest now, which gives you the chance to exit on break even. So either you take a small loss. I took a 5 pip loss because I said, okay, I'm not gonna take the risk, rather I'm gonna take 5 pips loss, because sometimes when the next candle opens you see a straight push, and in this case it didn't happen. It happened even better, fake out making a retest, which gives you the chance to not take a loss at all. So this is a perfect example. You can exit on break even, and then I'm gonna still wait to see what's gonna happen here. If I'm gonna get another chance. Not gonna take buys, even though it can continue up, but based on the 4 hour, I'm still gonna stick with the 4 hour until I see that's gonna give me a confirmation. No, Benjamin. I just said that I'm not gonna take buys. EA 4 hour. Yeah, Tyler, I think we should stay away from EA for now. I don't trust it that much. The way of moving, it's very weird, and can expect fake outs anytime. We're still in this big consolidation box stock, and some weird moves happen on EA, so we better stay away. Okay, EU got rejected all the way down. Looks like we closed below this small minor zone here, but we have this next 4 hour support. EU is very messy too. It is very messy. Okay, so I would say that we could have a continuation from this candle here after closing below and rejecting all the way from this other resistance, but I wouldn't be very sure just because we have the next zone pretty close. We have the 4-hour support down here, so I don't know, I would still wait for the support to break just to be more comfortable in this trade. And I don't know, see, on the daily we rejected this resistance. If you look closely, we didn't close above, hence why this drop happened. But then we have also this daily support here, and we may see some consolidation in between. It's not a very clean setup. It is not, even though we can see continuation here, but yeah, if we could have a break above this, that would be the best here. Even on the downside, the 4-hour, it's not too clean because we have too many zones in between, and it's a little bit messy, but to the upside, I think it's way better. We don't have too much traffic, too many candles in different zones, but here you see every 10-15 pips we have a zone, and it's a little bit messy. On USD Cad, we're gonna wait for the 1-hour to close below this, below the previous 1-hour candle. If it does come below, then a small pullback and we can take the trade. Can take sells here because my bias on USD Cad is still sells. I don't see buys yet. Let's take a look at this chart. CAD JPY. Well, CAD JPY, this support doesn't convince me. This support, it's not the strongest, I can say. But let me take a look at my chart. Yeah, I wouldn't take that, since we have this support here right away. This is only a minor one, I think, so I wouldn't be very comfortable taking that. We're in between two zones. Better skip that. Gbp Cad, not a breakout. Got rejected from resistance, couldn't break to the upside. GJ is still consolidating. What if GJ breaks below the support? I don't know, maybe we can take a chance. So we'll see. No, I'm not gonna go over gold because gold is not on my list. There's no need to trade gold. US dollar, Japanese yen. Soldier. This was good. Can't say it was not good because it looks good, but if you missed the entry here, that was only for not even 1 pip, that was 0.8 pips. You don't let your trades go just because not even a 1 pip move. You enter at least half or something. But this is 30-minute and I don't trade 30-minute. Only 1 hour and up. So you can go to 1 hour on UJ and you can say, okay, I'm gonna wait for the 1 hour. We'll see, because it looks like we don't have too much traffic on UJ, so we can expect a drop to this next support here. Yesterday we didn't get that retest, so maybe today we're gonna get it, but it's gonna be too late because it's coming from another zone and it can be too risky. Nothing's happening on EJ right now. Like I said before, we are at support. We broke the support, too many zones in between. Looks like we got rejected again. What would be the best idea? What's the best option here? If we break this 4-hour support, then I would take sells here. First target, second target, that would be the best, but for now it's rejecting. I mean, we can see this even going all the way up, maybe. This turning bullish, a small retest and continuation. I can't say yet that we're going down. For some trendline traders, this is just a retest and a continuation to the upside. Or some can draw maybe a trend line like this and say that, okay, this is gonna still go up. This is just a retest of a trend line. Yeah, to be honest, we're still in bullish momentum, you know. We're still in bullish trend. The 4-hour is still bullish. The daily is still bullish. This, this is just daily retest. EJ probably is gonna continue up. EJ is still bullish. Even though it looks perfect break and retest on the 1 hour. On the daily, sorry. Yeah, how did I not see this before? But it's too risky, I think. We need something more confirmation. We need more confirmation. What would be the more confirmation? I think since price touched the 4-hour support, which is a daily too. Also, if it does reject this and breaks this zone, we can take buys at this zone on the retest and expect continuation to the next zone here and expect daily to go bullish. That's what I think. That would be the best option since trend is still bullish, daily is still bullish. We're gonna have to wait for that. What if 4-hour breaks below? I guess I'm gonna be in big doubt if I want to take sells or not, because just because of a daily, I don't like to go against the daily, as higher time frames prevail. And look at how we got rejected. This is not just coincidence. We have daily support here. The previous one closed above, came for retest, should see continuation to the upside, just like it happened before. We had support here, broke above when it came, got rejected once, twice, 3 times. Then we had this big bearish candle closing below. After the retest, we got rejected all the way down. Couldn't continue down since we're still bullish overall. Closed above, retest, probably continuation. But for us to enter, we need more. We need another confirmation on small time frames. That's it. Even on EU, it's almost the same thing. On EU too, it can also continue to the upside. Just that on EU we are below this daily resistance, which is still holding, cannot break to the upside yet. We'll see. So my I think the best moves would be if we would have some bullish breakouts on euro, because I can see that we can still continue up. And USD Cad is coming good, pretty good. Let's go. We just want another push and close below so we can enter again on this. Yeah, it has come all the way back because USD Cad is still bearish. Still bearish. You know, until when is USD Cad still bearish? Until it breaks. Once it breaks this daily resistance, then we can say, okay, now we can have a move to the upside. But as long as it stays below this, USD Cad is bearish as hell. Would you re-enter? Yeah, of course. Like I said before, that's what I'm waiting for. NZD USD, perfect. This can be our trade too, if we do close like we expected. Even though I wanted on this candle, which it didn't happen, but this next one is pushing. If you enter again on USD Cad, would you use more risk? No, I would use the same risk. Why would I use more risk? We'll see. NZD USD. No, it doesn't matter if it's one of fake out and 4-hour confirmation. We have to treat every trade the same because we want consistency. If we start to use bigger risk in a trade and small risk in another one, and it comes a very good setup and we risk then a lot more, it can happen like that because you can't reach consistency like that. That's why we have to use same risk on every trade and treat every trade the same. It doesn't matter how good it is. It's about consistency. It's about doing it every day. It can be the best setup ever and fail. So you can never be too attached, you know, even though it does give you too many confirmations. You can always use less risk, of course, but not more risk than you use usual, because that would mess a lot of things up. If you read the PDF, I said we need to use the same risk, it's the same lot size, to use the same stop loss on every trade, and to trade the same setup over and over again till we master it. I couldn't hear very well about USD JPY. There's no trade there. Andres, you are trolling me. Oh, UJ is still nothing. We might come at this support. After that, I don't have any plans for trading UJ. So let's see. USD Cad. Very nice. My bias are still my bias are confirmed now. I'm gonna continue down. Aussie dollar, US dollar, break and retest. Yeah, we talked about Aussie dollar too. We're gonna wait for the retest. For the breakout, then the retest. But I think my priority is gonna be USD Cad, because I can't let this go. It's a good setup. Yeah, we'll see. The only thing is needs to close below this, because maybe can have like a small close, or it's just gonna close above here. That's the thing I don't like. Yeah, we're waiting for the 1 hour close. Aussie dollar also needs a break. We need a break above this, but there's still time, guys. There's still time. We need to wait. How do you put your order in? I don't see MT4 open you on your computer. Do you take on your phone app? I have a 49-inch monitor. I have another two monitors that are 27-inch. I have a laptop that you don't see on my left. I have another monitor that's around 20-inch, and I have another TV that's probably 30-inch. So no, it's not in this computer, it's on the other one. There's plenty that you don't see. And I have my phone here, which means I have plenty places to open MetaTrader. Would love to see your setup. You can see it. Just go to my Instagram, and you have my setup there. I did post about it. How many pairs do you trade? I trade these pairs on my right. Not all of them, but some of them, because some of the pairs doesn't really give trades usually. So CAD JPY rarely gives a trade. Your CAD sometimes, GCAD sometimes, even though it's been too long that I didn't take a trade on Gbp Cad. EN sometimes, GJ more frequently gives setups, NZD/USD sometimes too. Aussie dollar gives me trades more often. GU also, USD Cad also, and EJ also more often. EU same. UJ rarely. EA also sometime. Yesterday we had a trade, but all these doesn't mean that I trade all of them during the day, because you've seen me 1-2 trades per day, but I keep all these and you've seen how we go through them in the beginning to see what we have first. If one of them gives me a trade setup, then I focus on that. Easy. Still waiting. Let's go USD Cad in a break below. Okay. No, I'm not in the trade. Did I say I'm in the trade? No. I said I'm waiting for a close below. We are waiting for a close below, then a retest to continue down. Do you only look at 1 hour, 4 hour and daily? No weekly and monthly? Since we only look for 20, 15 pips, we don't have to look at the weekly and daily because it wouldn't make too much difference for us. Yeah, not everyone has a lot of patience. And it teaches you discipline here. You need to wait for hours. Not gonna take a trade until it comes. See, sometimes the trade comes right away. Sometimes you need to wait. That's how it is. Now I'm not gonna look at gold, guys. I've said before, I don't know why you guys are obsessed with gold. What's wrong? Andres, if you change stop loss a few times in a trade, that means that you can't accept a loss. That's too bad because you have to get used to it. If you can't do it in a demo account or in a challenge account, what are you going to do when you get a live account? This is the most common mistake that a lot of people do. That they not just that they're gonna move the stop loss, but they're gonna remove stop loss at all. Then it's just gonna be holding the trade with hopes. If you arrive at that point that you're just hoping for price to come back, that's very bad because you have already lost there. Look, this is a perfect example. See, I only was at 5 pips in drawdown, and I immediately, not even that I didn't move my stop loss, but I even cut my losses short. Why? Because I saw that price broke above. Trade what you see, not what you think. I did say that I think it's gonna go down still, even though it did close above. I would have, I could just hold the trade and say, no, I still think it's gonna go down, I'm not gonna close. And just, ignore the signs. You can't ignore the signs. If you see that price closed above, you have to do something. Even cut your losses short, or move your stop lower, or lower your risk. Do something, but not that trade with hopes. Trade what you see. I saw the price closed above. Why should I risk? I better get out and wait for more confirmation. So once I saw this, I can't just hope that price can go down, because it may not do that. And then I'm gonna take a loss because I didn't go by my rules. And this is a perfect example now. If price closes like this, we can get another chance. But people don't think about that. In this industry, it's all about being able to trade for another day. Today, it's a bad day, let's say. You have tomorrow, and we can make it back again. You have plenty of time. It's all about to stay in this business, not because you can easily, lose everything, and then, you're just gonna want at least to have $10 in your account just to trade something. Don't let yourself to be in that position. Let's see if USD Cad closed like this, a pullback here. We're gonna enter. It's gonna be a very nice trade. GU is not a break yet. Still waiting. Nothing is a break until the candle closes. Nothing is a break until candle closes, so let's wait. USD Cad last hour closed without a top wick and still moved down next. How will it go? Look, what did I say yesterday when we had a close without a top wick? What did I say? That we're going to have continuation, but this was a different situation. USD Cad was still bearish. The 4-hour was still open, and what did I say? We still can continue down as long as we don't go above the breakout candle. That's the rule. And the buyers are still bearish. What can I say else? Daily still bearish, so everything was telling bearish for me. This only candle was the one that closed above, but when higher time frames say the different than with a 1 hour, of course we go with higher time frame. We can't risk it. We'll see, because I say most of the time that when candles have no top wick or bottom wick, means that there's huge momentum. But in this case, we're at that 4-hour resistance, and there was still chances of continuation. If this would be a break above this resistance and leave no top wick, next one coming for retest, I would definitely take that without thinking twice, because we have a clean range to the left. But looks like your USD Cad, it's gonna leave us without a retest. I hope not. How does your NSD look like to you? Looks good, but looks like it's pushing to the next level, which would make this a little too risky. And we have 30 pip, almost 35 pip range or pullback to make, and that should tell you that it's gonna be pretty risky when it comes for retest, because the pullback should be very big, even though we might have a rejection and not come all the way up here. We'll see our options. Tyler, what pair? Yeah, It's the same. I have NZD, USD, I have the same thing. Take this based on the 1 hour. Is it too far? I don't know, maybe it is, but we'll see. At least it's not 30 pips like Euro NZD. It's only 10 pips. Isn't NZD USD at the next 4 hour resistance? It is. That's why I'm gonna choose USD Cad, sorry. How do you decide whether you're gonna use a box or just a line? Will that change how strong the breakout candle looks? I use lines when there's no too much wicks, too many big wicks. Yeah, when you want to see how strong a breakout is, it's better to use lines. I use box when this rectangle when there are too many wicks, or when I draw zones on the 4 hour, etc. But the real support is where I put my lines, because that's where candles are closed. Would you take GBP USD? I don't know, I'm not gonna take GBP USD. I'm gonna take USD Cad. It's your choice. You can choose whichever you want, whatever pair you want, the one that suits you better. So we'll see. The 4 hour closing bearish, it's very good, just another confirmation. So I'm gonna wait for 1 hour. I don't expect the price to go more than at this point here. Stop loss is gonna be just above the breakout candle. How did your AUD JPY setup play out last evening? You were waiting for a retest of a bullish breakout. It didn't make a retest. It made the move all the way up without a retest, so I skipped it. I didn't look at it anymore. There was no retest on AUD JPY, so I didn't take anything on it. Yeah, daily wick fill. I think we should fill this range first. This is the first one, and after that the next one all the way down. That would make perfect sense for USD Cad right now. Let's wait and see. We have 9 minutes left, and let's see, we're gonna get a trade here. It's very nice live session. Before I was boring and not able to share any ideas with others. Now I'm feeling good with the live session. Great to hear that. Happy to help. What's your max trades per day? Depends. 1-2 trades per day. Sometimes we can take 3 trades per day, so it depends. I wish I could see what you see on Usd Cad. Why? What don't you see here that I see? I can maybe find you an example of this setup. Let me make some. Let me do some search here. And I'll give you an example that happened before. I have all my trades saved, so it might take a while, but I want to find an example for you. No, my only confirmation is the breakout candle. Like I've said this before, I just enter on the retest after the breakout. Are there no trades day? Yeah, there are days when you can go without a trade. If that happens, means you've done a lot of progress. Okay, so I have the example here. Can you guys see this setup here? This is the same that we are waiting for. We had a close on the 1 hour, the next candle, which is going to be fake out coming and closing back in the range, a retest. So I did take this many times before. Does it look like another zone? It does look a small minor zone, but it's not going to be, I think, a problem because this is the major one. Everything in the middle is a minor zone. Let's wait and see. Do you expect a bigger pullback on the 4-hour? No, I don't. I don't expect a bigger pullback on the 4-hour, because the 4-hour already did the retest. Now we only need the 1 hour. Trump the free thinker. I think I mentioned that like 100 times until now. Yes, the 4-hour was a retest too, but the 1 hour closed above. That's what made us close the trade. So what I said before this candle came here, before when this candle was around here, I said that if we want to take this trade, we need another confirmation. That would be candles close, this candle closing below, like it's happening now. Then a small pullback, which is going to give us the next setup, and then continuation. Then we have double confirmation. Why? Because 4 hours making a retest and 1 hour gave us a fake out, and that's a double confirmation for us. Thank you, Kritim. Thank you. Yeah, losses are very small. You've seen on the other live streams, losses are very small. That's the good thing here. Keep losses small and keep your wins big. Let's see, 1 minute left. Let's go. Okay, we have a close. Now get ready. The first entry is going to be here, 1.3, 1850, 840, that area. First target here, second target down here. So we need a pullback now. Stop loss above the breakout candle, which means that's 10 pips stop loss. First target is 20 pips. Second one another 20, which means 40 pips. Let's see now. We need a retest. I hope just it doesn't go without a retest, because it can push down straight, which it's happening right now, unfortunately. Let's see if we have any other setups that might be good. UJ got rejected again. Geo small breakout, nothing strong. Aussie dollar also closed above. How many pips is this? This only 3.5 pips, 4 pips breakout. Yeah, I think USD Cad is the best right now. It's the best setup right now. Let's wait for it. look, we have plenty of breakouts in USD. This is a little bit more tricky since we have the 4-hour resistance, and it might be risky, so I'm gonna skip USD. The best I think was when we broke out of this consolidation. Since we missed that, then I think we shouldn't touch USD. USD Cad closed very nice. Now we can expect price to come for retest and then continue down. Let's see. That 4-hour close is a big rejection candle. Do not you think so? Don't you think? What does that mean? What's the problem of being a big rejection candle? That's what we wanted. We want a big rejection candle, a good close on the 1-hour. Now just to retest, continue down. I don't see any problem there. Where are you from? I'm from Kosovo. I am from Kosovo. Oh, you're saying that already done a retest? Yeah, on the 4-hour. But we still have the chance to enter based on the 1-hour fake out. Okay, Usd Cad is starting to come little by little. let's see, just waiting. We have another, how many pips? We have another 5 pips. We need a 5 pips push, then we can enter sells. Todd Norman, thank you too. Welcome. What's a strong breakout? What's a strong breakout in terms of pips? It is a 10 pip breakout, a strong breakout, if that's what you're looking for. But that's for GBP. On Usd Cad, UJ, even less than 10 pips can be good. Whatever it's above 5 pips, it can be good. Come on, Usd Cad. Just a little bit more and we'll see. Let's take a look if we have any news today. We didn't check. Okay. Looks like we have some USD news later on in 3 hours. Some USD news. We'll see. We expect to be done by that time. So I think it's not going to be a problem for us. Plenty of time. Man, the week goes so fast. We only have another 2 days. Thursday, Friday, and the week is done. It's going so fast. Time's going very, very fast. How much minimum retrace? I said 5 pips if you didn't hear me. Is GU retesting? Maybe it is, but not gonna take it. And what did I say before? Like 2 minutes ago. 10 pips breakout on GU, on GBP pairs, on USD Cad or UJ, around just more than 5 pips. So I think it's not a good breakout on GU. 3-4 pips on GBP can be not good. Not too good. Okay, USD Cad is coming. It is coming. I'll tell you when I enter, no worries. Another 4 pips push was what we need. Let's see. I'm afraid that we can reject from here too. I think we should take an entry here. Then if it does come a little higher, we can enter some more. That means entering in a 5 pips range. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna enter half here. Entering half here, entering USD Cad half risk here, leaving some for if it does come higher. Entering USD Cad, repeating, entering USD Cad. Now, if I get a question, did you enter? I'm gonna have to turn out bad. I'm gonna have to get angry if I do get a question. When it comes a little higher, we can enter the other half. Okay, we're all set. First sell is here, left some more. If it does push a little higher, which I think it can do that, so that's why I didn't enter everything here. I just entered half here because I see that it might reject. There's still chances that it might reject from this level too, just in a 5 pip range, because you don't get the perfect retest every time. That's why I entered here and left some more room. If it does push higher, gonna enter the other half. So stop loss not gonna change. Stop loss is just where the breakout candle started, and now we just need to wait and see how good this trade is gonna be. I don't like 15 and 30-minute chart. I'll wait to enter. Okay, Andres, you can. You can wait for that, but I don't look lower time frames, so Okay, now time to wait. Time to wait. Hope it's not a 4-hour wick fill. I think you're worrying too much. Okay, I never worry about any trade. It's just as any other trade. Treat it like that. If you use a bigger risk or something like that, you're going to be worried. But if you're using the same risk as always, then there's nothing to worry about. For our wick fill, do you know when wicks fill? Ibrahim Mamedov, do you know the time where wicks gets filled? Because wicks doesn't fill every time. So there's some certain occasions when they do. No, Andres, you don't have to do whatever I do. I mean, go with your way of trading. What I do here, it's not necessarily for you to do. You can observe and see how it does work. Then if you like it, you can take it on your own. Just like somebody took GU because they like it more, and I'm taking USD Cad. Yes, Brandon, wicks get filled in momentum, and there's no bullish momentum on USD Cad right now. I entered to the other half on USD Cad. Not gonna enter anything else. Maybe it can come a little higher, just another 2-3 pips, but I think this is a good entry too. What do you think about the high impact news? Well, there's still time for USD news. It's another 3 hours, so I think it's not going to be a problem. We expect this to be done in an hour or two. Maybe it can be done in 10 minutes, who knows? Every day. These live sessions are every day. No need to watch other pairs now. Now we took USD Cad, we need to focus on it to see how it's going to react, what's the next move, how it's going to hold this resistance or not, all these things. If we get rejected and this candle goes bearish here, sorry about that, that's a great sign for price to continue down. Once this goes bearish, game over. Next candle all the way down here. Let's wait and see. I would wait for another 30-minute candle for a safe entry. Okay, do that. Whatever you think, guys, it's better, do that. I'm just doing this based on my experience. That's all. So if you have doubts, that's okay, because it's not that you are trading this for 3 years. I am trading this for 3 years, so of course I have more confidence and you don't, but it comes with time. Do a lot of back testing and you can see this zone was respected every time. We had this big bullish candle that made us close ourselves, but the 4-hour was still open, which made us think that's still gonna have a drop, and we did. So this fake out happened, this candle closed back in the range below support. This should be the retest and we have continuation. I trade 1 hour and the 4-hour, both. Real tour, you can just go back for like 5-10 minutes on the live stream and you can see where did I enter. It's all here. I think it's not needed for me to, repeat the same things over and over again. Okay, USD Cad is starting to reject little by little. That is the first good sign for us. Let's go. Once we go bearish, then game over. Okay, we are pushing down. No, I don't use 30 minutes, 30-minute time frame or less than that, only 1 hour and up. Not gonna change my rules because as long as this way is profitable for me and it's been for a long time, there's no need for me to start to use lower time frames. I missed nothing. Everything is perfect by now. Why would I start to use lower time frames? Tyler, don't use it like that, confluences, because there are different pairs. When you say 10 pip stop loss, do you add a bit extra to cover the spread? Well, if your spread is too big, then you have to cover the spread too, because you might get stopped before price reaching your price level. So yeah, cover the spread too in that 10 pips stop loss. Greg, I think you can just go back like 5-10 minutes ago and you can see the explanation of the trade. Well, we're having rejections, so that's a good sign that we're gonna have to start to push down now. It's been 30 minutes. The retest is done. Now we just have to start push. No need to look at the 30 minutes. You just get confused, that's all. Less time frames, more comfortable. If you start to look 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, it's just gonna get too much. Focusing only one time frame is a lot more comfortable. Don't have to do anything else. Just see how good this is gonna be. Almost turning bearish. We have 5 pips Another 5, we get 10. We might secure some at 10 pips just to make sure. But next zone is on 10 pips, which means 20 pips range. After that, we might continue to the next one, which is on 20 pips, 40 pips in total. Telegram channel link not accessible. Yes, it is. If it's not accessible, just go at breakandretest.com. You scroll down a bit and you go to the free Telegram channel. Click here and you're in. You go and view in Telegram or open Telegram desktop. And that's it. Pretty easy. Patience, patience. It may take 50 minutes staying at same place and last 10 minutes push all the way down. So we need to wait. As long as we stay below this, we are good to drop. Once we go above again, that's when you can start to think about closing, but as long as it stays below, we are very comfortable. Did you enter the other 50? Yes. And I said that when I entered the other half. Okay, very nice. We are turning bearish little by little. Let's go. How big are your stop losses? 10, 20 pips, never more than 20 pips. Most of the time lately, it's been only 10 pips. If you saw yesterday trade, we had 10 pips stop loss and 50 pips move to the upside, which was a very nice win. Epic trade. What broker to use? Pepperstone for now. But I'm testing some new brokers. I'm testing a broker called Focus Markets, and I'll let you know guys soon. Spreads are not that bad. We'll see. I'm taking some trades there to test it. I'll let you know how good it is after I'm done. Then if it's a good broker, then why not? You can use it too. Not Fusion, Focus Markets. I'll let you know after I'm done with it. I'm gonna try it for another couple of days. We'll see then. They offer both, I think. But personally, I have a swap free account. Okay, just a minute, I'll be right back. Usd Cad is going good. Let's wait, still plenty of time. You can see now going bearish. It's trying little by little. Okay, we're back. Usd Cad's going good. Have you caught any whip up with your FOREX money? Just ask. Lots of them, but I think I don't need to share my cars. I shared some in the beginning, but then I saw that it's nothing important. Charts are more important. I think my charts show all the work I do. Ever had a losing month? No. It can happen. You know, losing for the whole month. You know how long a month is? You can have a losing day maybe. Even a losing day is pretty hard to be. Then losing a week, it's even harder. A losing month can happen. Okay, Jordan. Thank you. See you. Have a nice day. No, smoking weed. It's not a good idea. It can affect your way of thinking after. Better stay away from it. EJ 30-minute. Rejection of 4 hour. Don't make lower previous candles. Touch trend lines. Multiple rejection. Make higher previous candles. Well, if you caught this, then congrats, but it's not the way I trade, so I think it's too complicated. I think you can keep this less complicated. Just like here. A breakout, a retest, nothing else. Let's go Usd Cad. Time to drop. We have 9 pips. Let's go another 1-2 pips. We get 10. We might secure some and leave some run, or secure 50%, leave 50% run. One hour wick about to get filled. This is when wicks get filled. Good example. Okay, very nice. We have 10 pips. 10 pips. If you want, you can secure some and leave some run. Even though this is going to go more than that. It's not going to stop at 10 pips. Yes, wicks. The wick is filled now. The only thing or the only reason why I'm securing some at 10 pips is because of this minor zone now. I don't want to risk it, so I'm going to secure half here and I'm going to leave half run for more. See how simple this is? Pretty simple. Just need patience. That's all that I ask from you guys, to have patience. Yeah, that's true. The hardest way to make easy money. 12, 13, just pushing lower and lower. Yes, stop loss, that break even. You can choose how much you want to leave run, and it can be 50%, it can be 20% left, so it's your choice. Do whatever you want to do. Okay, see you. Have a nice day. I'll be off too. I'm just gonna wait for this hour to end, and I'm gonna go too. New here, do you trade gold? No, I don't. I said I'm not gonna take NZD USD because it's coming from another zone. See? I didn't take NZD USD just because of this resistance here, which in the beginning I really didn't see it, but then when I saw it, I said here I'm not taking because of this. Can this push up? Yes, it can. But is it risky? Yes, it is. Do you have any personal thoughts on meditation to enhance trading results in the sense of becoming more conscious and perhaps building some emotional control discipline? I think whatever you think that's going to help, do it. I mean, what can you lose if you meditate for a bit? See if it does have any effect on you. People don't learn until they try it. I've said before. unless they lose some money, they lose countless accounts, they don't learn. I guess they just have to go through that to experience by itself. Yeah, maybe you can meditate while the trade is running, you know. Then when you're done, the Usd Cad hits your profit. Andres, you didn't believe me, man. Why? Why did you do that? How do you know retest on higher time frame? It may be false breakout, or you go lower time frame to know retest. Everything you need to know is here. The whole reason why this trade was taken is here. And then we go a little closer. This was all you need here. %20 is hard. It is hard if you don't know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, then it's not that hard maybe, but you need to have a good discipline, good risk management, good strategy. Where do I find you on Instagram? You have all you need on the description. If you make 1% per day, which is pretty easy, not that hard. It may be hard for some, but if you have a lot of experience, it can't be that hard. 1%, it's just 1%. One trade and done, 1%. 5% per week, 20% per month. Okay, 2 minutes left. Let's see what's gonna happen. And I think it was a good session for today. Right now is when I do an entry. Well, that's not going to be very good. It's not going to be entering here. It's not going to be a good idea. But I hope you catch something. This was the first entry because we have this small minor support here. That's why we closed half and we're leaving some runner with stop loss at break even. Okay, we have a close now. Maybe a small pullback here, then a continuation, little by little. Let's see if we have any other setups. EU still at the same place. EJ closed above this. EJ closed above this resistance, but there's another one just above it, too close. I think I'm gonna skip it. I told you my plan on EJ. EA is too messy, not gonna look at it. UJ, I don't know about UJ. We need to wait and see. It looks like it can reject to a downside now on the 4 hour, and target should be the next zone, but not gonna take anything there. USD Cad is just about time, needs to drop more. GBP USD closed below this resistance. See what happens when there's a weak breakout. What did I say? We need a stronger breakout. Now close back in the range. Still can continue up because of the 4 hour maybe, but I would stay away for now. We have this resistance that may cause some problems, so be careful. We need to wait for a break of this resistance. Aussie dollar, same thing, small breakout, not even a breakout. Nothing here too. NZD USD, it might continue up since it closed above this, but it has the next zone just above it. It's in between two zones, which means there's no trade. GBP JPY still at the same place the whole London session, did nothing, which means there's no trade. Maybe I'll take a look if it does break the support, but probably we'll see what happens. EN came all the way up. Looks like we may have a rejection to a downside now since it came for a retest. Yeah, you can take maybe some sells, but I wouldn't suggest that, because it looks like a big rejection. It's a little bit risky. GCAD didn't manage to close above. We'll see. We have support here. I don't think I'm gonna take any trades on GCAD. So this is it. Thank you all for coming here. Have a nice day. Leave a like if you enjoyed this session, and see you tomorrow. Hopefully at the same time. It was a nice session. So see you. Thanks all. Thank you. Thank you guys. See you. See you later for some. See you tomorrow for some. Have a great day.